To the League?
Captain Nemo.
To hide.
To hide.
I like Nemo. Nemo's my favorite.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Chorizo Bros. We got Kenny back at it again, and maybe for the last time for a minute.
Yeah, probably for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Tell everybody what's going on.
I'm moving back home.
Moving back home,
moving in with my little brother, and I'm trying to help him out a little bit.
Time to restart.
Plus, I miss my parents. You know, I miss my mom. I miss my brother, my sister, my little nephews. So I've got like 4 nephews. So I haven't seen them.
It's a new chapter for Kenny's life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're all going to be sad here in San Antonio seeing you leave, but we're glad you decided to join us today. And next time you visit, you're got to join us on the show again.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
All right. Cool. We got Brandon over here too. Joseph here. Hey guys. We are doing a very special episode today because we all read this one and we watched the movie.
Yeah, we did.
So a whole load of craziness here. You guys get ready. We're going to come at it with complete spoilers. We're going to talk about this as though you're not going to read it or watch it, or you have and you don't care, or you just don't care about spoilers at all.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. We are jumping into the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The League.
Yep.
I think the comic book is a good place to start.
Yeah,
and then we're going to be we're going to be talking about both the original comic book and then the movie with Sean Connery, and we're gonna dive deep here. So anything we talk about, we don't want to spoil it for you. So go watch the movie, and then come back and finish up your Chorizo Bros video.
I thought the comic book was amazing. It was captivating. Me and Brandon were talking about it earlier. It's you can't tell what's gonna happen on the next page. It's very fluid, if you will. It's hard to keep up sometimes. There's
hard to predict.
A lot going on.
Hard to predict what the fuck it's gonna be thrown at you.
And they do a good job of making you like connect to the characters too. Like you grow a bond with them pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, he does humanize even the monsters and
yeah.
I mean,
he does a good job.
None of these guys are necessarily good guys. I mean, you might argue Wilhelmina is good. But they're all complicated and they all kind of have a dark past. Mm-hmm. And there's sort of a the commentary here is even your heroes aren't good.
Yeah.
You know?
I think there's a couple of those or something, so you are a good man. Like, no.
Yeah. So touching on that with her, like when she first goes to the school that she says is run like a bordello, the mistress, as she's leaving, says, "Oh, well, your looks and honestly, your mannerisms would suggest you would fit right in here."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Fuck off." But that goes back to her past sins of being seduced by Dracula and being seductive and...
Dracula's a very sexy book.
Yeah, so it's...
We got Dracula on the table there.
Yeah, so it's like that part of her hasn't left of Dracula, and the blood thing, because they kind of touch on that of her. Everyone's got a touch of some bit of mysticism or technology. If it's not, it's not
sci-fi.
It's
fantasy,
not sci-fi
or
technology.
Horror.
It's
there's always something kind of supernatural.
It's something
in one way
but
or
I
another,
saw
they're
that
extraordinary.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Yes,
but it's in the sense of like you almost want to read this like it's an 18th century, like it's because
it's like
the pages, like the pages too. It's almost like an ad for Farmer's Almanac or something.
Yes,
like the pages in the front of
Alan Moore, when he dives deep on these things. You'll notice if you've ever read anything else by him, all of his work basically is like A++. Like pretty much, I mean, there's some standouts, but pretty much anything he touches, if you really read it and you take your time. Remember when I told you, if you take your time with it, you're gonna get way more out of it.
Yeah.
And like all of his projects are like that. The more you dig in and look at the details and rethink and reread it, there's so much depth in all of them. We're kind of sifting through some of the things that I have right here. And this isn't even my full collection of Alan Moore. V for Vendetta he did. So we got that there. We've got my favorite superhero of all time, Swamp Thing. Killer. This is one of my favorites. I
haven't actually read that one, so I'll have to...
Amazing. If you read Alan Moore's run of Swamp Thing, we got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, The Black Dossier. Oh. There's You can definitely look at this if you want. See what we've done here. We got Watchmen, arguably the greatest comic book ever written.
Watchmen is fantastic.
Yes, and this is a examination of what these characters would be like in real life. I think the idea here, what Mr. Moore thought of was instead of comic books ripping off Superman, it's people ripping off Superman. So Superman started, and then people started trying to be Superman. And in real life, in our universe, every comic book was somehow kind of a rip-off of Superman. Batman the Killing Joke. You're very familiar with this one.
Yeah.
Have you read this one? It is the one where the Joker shoots Commissioner Gordon's daughter and paralyzes
her. She then
and she's been paralyzed pretty much since then.
Canon-wise, I think she becomes an oracle or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Huh. She's like in a wheelchair, but she still helps out the Bat family. And then he did something similar with the League with H.P. Lovecraft's work.
I love H.P.
So
Lovecraft.
Alan Moore, he went back to
Providence.
The town's called Providence. So he took basically H.P. Lovecraft's work and redid their characters.
You know, they were talking about that.
Guy,
if you think about
pretty great.
Lovecraft of like when the area he puts it and also the time frame, that everybody would have some pretty hilarious accents. Like if you reread Lovecraft's books and like the time frame and where they would be, it. You know, you try to make it dark, but it's like, hey, the monster's over there. That's a little bad of an accent, but it's like, it's a Bostonian accent fucking talking about.
Yeah, but Alan Moore isn't afraid to go there. He did. I don't have a copy of it, but he did a story. It's like an erotica. He did a comic book erotica with his wife. His wife at the time when it was published. I don't know if he's still married to her, but he wrote a story. Again, it's sort of taking characters that are in the public domain and whatever, and sort of reworking them and turning them into darker kind of or more realistic, or there's a spin
twist to it.
Yeah, and it's the three gals from all the stories where they go to a different world. So you got Wendy from Peter Pan.
Okay.
You got Dorothy
Alice
from Wizard of Oz, and we got Alice.
Okay.
And
sounds fun.
It's erotica. It's like porn. Like what the Peter Pan one. You know how
I forgot
Peter
he said it was an erotica.
It's an erotica.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So the Peter Pan one, Wendy,
Neverland,
she's this very like prim and like conservatively dressed and very serious.
Yeah.
But all the sexual stuff she does is with her shadow. Because remember in Peter Pan, he has a shadow that kind of has a life of its own. So you see in the panels, like she'll be talking to somebody, and then the guy and there's somebody like rolling a newspaper in front of her, and it looks like she's blowing a guy because in the background he's rolling a newspaper or something, and the shadow looks like it's doing something naughty.
Oh,
so there's a lot going on there.
Huh. Yeah.
So Alan Moore is an interesting guy. He's not afraid to just fucking go for it.
Yeah,
and
I think
that's
he's
my
smoking
favorite
a joint
thing.
on this.
Yeah, I have this. Jeremy, my buddy Jeremy, actually bought me this. The Extraordinary Life of Alan Moore. So really interesting guy. He's a magician. He claimed to go crazy and become a magician. Chris, is that you? Look at this handsome feller. You want to say hi to the guys on the screen? Hey! Just to set the tone for who Alan Moore is.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, because that was a fun read.
And I want to say, he had nothing to do with the movie.
It's a good place to start.
I want to say he had not much to do with the movie.
Two extraordinary things happened here.
Okay.
Sean Connery quit acting.
Yeah, that kind of was his last.
This was aside from some voice work. This was his last movie.
Yeah.
Alan Moore stopped letting people use his name when they made adaptations of his work. So anytime they do an Alan Moore movie, like a project of his, that
when they
turn
did
into
the
a movie,
Watchmen,
they will not use after League, because his name is on there. They stopped using it, so he'll only let them put the artist name on there now. So V for Vendetta doesn't have his name on it.
Does he get paid?
Watchmen doesn't have his name on it. No, he told them he was not interested. That's what I mean. Alan Moore is a really strange guy because he would have been he would have made millions just from royalties.
Yeah.
Just by letting them print his name on the work. But after this, he thought they completely fucked up his project, and he was like, I don't want anything to do with this shit.
I mean, they have to still buy the rights, or is...
I don't know how it works. I know he doesn't want his name, and he doesn't want to accept money from him. So maybe he took it and donated it or something, but he doesn't keep it.
Huh.
That would
Crazy
be a cool
guy.
way to do something with if you didn't really want the money, just donate it to like a charity, to like other comic book artists to help people like get going,
independent.
you know?
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know. I don't know exactly what he does.
Yeah.
America's Best Comics, is that who publishes, or...
I don't know. I think that this has actually jumped companies in different printings of it. Don't quote me on it, but I think it.
You think that's why it was so easy to get
the companies
sold?
go out of
Yeah, but you think that was
business
why it
and-
was like easily probably bought without him even
I couldn't-
needing like
I
much,
couldn't tell you.
you know?
I don't know enough about
Probably.
the way that business works. All I know is what he said, and what people say about him is that he doesn't fuck with it. He's like, I don't want to fuck with the movie industry anymore, and he meant it. So money wasn't going to convince him to change his mind on it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that's the thing about this movie is, I know we said we're going to talk about the book a little bit more, but these things are so different. And at first, I hated this movie because I was like an Alan Moore purist.
Yeah.
I was like kind of a
Checks
dickhead when
out.
it came to it.
Okay.
I saw myself being like, no, he's there's something artistic and there's something valuable here. Even he said, fuck the movies. And then, because I saw it and I was like, this movie's fucking stupid. And then I watched it this morning, and I was like, this movie's so fun.
It's a fun movie.
So-
It's a fun movie.
At the time, it tried its best to touch on things and make it appropriate, make it palatable to the masses. It was just a little shy of even V for Vendetta, and even then, V for Vendetta didn't like show tremendously awful things. But if you were to put this comic into
As it is.
as much as accurate as possible, then it would not be something palatable.
I could
But
see a
they-
Japanese studio maybe doing a cool and going that far. Because guys, if y'all aren't
Like an
aware,
animated version.
Yeah.
Animated version of it.
that would be
pretty cool.
I
yeah.
could see a Japanese company going
They were going to
going
say
far
an
with
all Japanese cast playing
No.
Alex Quartermain, Nemo.
it. A Bollywood version.
That would
No,
work.
this book goes real dark. Now, we were just talking about this. Now, I'm not going to disrespect anybody who is trying to consume media and find something to be a bit harsh for them. But if you are going to read this and you're here for the project, then criticizing it for as harsh as it goes is kind of dumb. Like, if you go, this isn't for me, and you put it away, then that's fine. But if you read it and digest it, and then you go, well, I liked it, but this is too out of date or whatever. This book goes into some racist territory.
Right off the bat. right off
the bat. The first few pages, there's some racial stuff going on. There's SA. There's sexual assault.
Yeah.
He doesn't shy away from this, and
No.
if that's a point of contention for you, avoid it. But if you understand that he's trying to have a commentary on what these characters are, and he's trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? He's trying to like say something about the type of stories that were told back then. That is what it was like. They would have had. I mean, have you seen propaganda from like World War II of what Japanese people look like? Mm-hmm. This is how they would write back then. This is how they would draw. So
Yeah.
I advise you.
he's not speaking. Where's that Baiju? You know I'm gonna have to bleep that, right? There it is. So yeah, let's get that out of the way. That
Yeah.
A nod to the Chinese people that were wronged in this.
there's a character
series.
called Fu Manchu from old stories back then. Who Dr. Death? What do they call him in here? The
doctor.
Is it the man doctor? I don't remember what his name is in the comic, but the Chinese bad guy in the first
I
volume.
think he was
We call
just
him the doctor.
They just call him the doctor.
Call him like the devil and the doctor.
The devil doctor.
was
Maybe?
supposed to be a
He
devil.
has some dumb name, but he's supposed to be a reference to Fu Manchu.
Okay.
So yeah, we got some other references here. Will you pick up that Edgar Allan Poe book in the front? There should be a yeah. Pull it open.
All right.
And show the camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is an illustrated version of some Edgar Allan Poe tales. See if there's any glare up there. It's probably hard to see. I might have to zoom in for it. But yeah, our introduction to Hyde is from the story The Murder in the Rue Morgue. And we have Auguste Dupin in the comic, and he is the detective in this story that's
really
figuring out. And it's a murder that takes place, and it's an orangutan that does the murder.
Oh yeah.
And so in our story, it's Hyde.
Two. That's crazy.
Yeah. Huh. So we got that. We got the Invisible Man up front. I thought that was a cool volume, by the way. There's Sherlock Holmes references. There's multiple.
Oh, yeah.
They talk about the great detective passing away over some accident or some tragedy. And then we have Moriarty, and we have Mycroft.
Yep.
Holmes. We're talking about the book still. In the movie, there's definitely more references there. We've got John Carter. Shout out John Carter.
Yeah.
Kenny's a big fan of John Carter of Mars.
It's fantastic.
And right next to it is
The War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
I thought that was appropriate. We've got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea with Captain Nemo and the Nautilus.
Yep.
We've got the Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde right next to that. So that's all the book references. We can get to more of the references in the movies here in a little bit. But let's talk more about what was going on in this book. The H.G. Wells characters all have a big arc together. So we've got the Invisible Man at one point communicating with the Martians from War of the Worlds, like drawing pictures, and he's like, "Look, I want to be the king," or whatever, and he like tries to. The H.G. Wells characters team up, and then it takes another H.G. Wells character to kill the Martians, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
because he goes to the island of Dr. Moreau, and we're like, okay, he's making these hybrid people, animals, and Alan Moore was like, oh, what if they made a hybrid bacteria? And that's how we kill the Martians, and that is how they die in the book, by infection.
Yep.
So what a cool way to all the Wells characters
it's so good
were like,
he ties them in that it all makes sense. He doesn't try to he doesn't try to change like certain aspects. He just makes them fit in together, and he does it in such a way that it's not like
it's seamless almost. It's just so well done. It was fantastic.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like he's forcing them together. He feels like they kind of.
He just saw that he could put them together, and he did.
It feels like loose, like dark investigative work of like the occult, and like you're leading together. It feels like a very Hellboy like.
Yeah.
Are you talking about tone, or are you talking about the way the story weaves together?
The way that the story weaves together with the occult and with like the science and everything just kind of tying together in like a like there's enough loose ends that it leaves in enough space that you're not too critical, I would say. But in other spaces,
it's tight where it needs to be, and it's loose where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Because he does leave it open to... Well, then that's how comic books in general, or like long-running series go, where you have a specific thing that kind of has to be the same, but then you leave things where they go, oh, well, I can play with the mystery of that, and then you can expand on it in a later volume or whatever, which he does. There's something like 9 volumes of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and they take place over the course of... Not just Victorian era, it goes into like the 60s. It goes into like weird places.
Different people,
like,
or do these people like survive for a long time?
I think it's both. I think it's we get our mainstays, because some of them can live for a long time.
But there's also been previous like leagues, right?
Yeah, they make it sound like there's even earlier.
Because I saw a photo of like a lineup, and one was like a bandito looking dude, and then there was like
and I'm sure
looked like Western.
I'm sure they're all references to specific things. I don't think he just did that willy nilly. I think he specifically
did it on purpose. Yeah,
on purpose.
Yeah, no, they had names.
Can you give me one too?
Yeah, they had names. I just couldn't like.
Yeah, exactly.
None of them spoke to me.
And I think what the idea here is, through a long enough time in all the volumes, somebody referenced. I haven't read any more than the volume 1 and volume 2. Those are kind of like the main ones that everybody remembers. Is that he tries to incorporate like almost every fictional character that's like famous.
Yeah, he can.
Anyone that he can use, he's
Does
using
he
them.
bring Frankenstein in?
Probably, I don't know. I feel like Frankenstein's been owned by people because they make movies with him constantly. So he might not have been able to get the rights very easily. There's a lot of laws with the rights to stuff that I can't begin to tell you where it lands and where it doesn't. But seems like a passion of his, is to take these characters and just doing something with them. Like
making it, like tweaking it to where it's partly his story.
Yeah, make it what could you do with characters like these? Like would you guys read, now I'm not being crass here, I'm legit asking. Would you guys read the erotica with Alice in Wonderland, and just even out of curiosity, just to be like, what is that?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, it
I
just
think I would.
sounds so strange.
Yeah.
I would.
I'm interested. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what is that.
Sad to say, I'd probably give it a glance. Would I?
I wouldn't read it in public.
I wouldn't say it's a good book.
Maybe. What if it is?
Maybe it's a really good.
What if you read it and you're like, man, this is kind of cool.
Maybe if Alice has a deep connection in the back, her shadow giving the blowjob, it has some meaning.
Wendy.
Oh, that was Wendy that was doing it? Oh, yeah, that's right. What does Alice do? Oh, I don't even want to know.
I don't want to know.
When she gets big and little?
Does.
Oh, no.
Drugs?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Eat me?
I don't know.
Look at it out of just a curiosity glance, not like read it
Yeah,
as,
right.
I want to read this as, this is fantastic reading material. Probably not. But it sounds intriguing.
But knowing that it's out there.
A different way to do those characters, it's different, so I would probably at least give it a go.
Okay, let me re-ask that. Would you guys judge me if I decided to read it?
And I brought
I looked up
our next pod.
About a year ago, I looked it up to see like what the price of it was, so that I could add it to the collection. And I didn't investigate that far, but the price I saw was like, oh wow,
Nope.
yeah, it was expensive, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy that.
Well, it's a piece of art.
It would be cool. It would be cool for a collector, for sure. It would be cool for a collector. But yeah, anyways, so what do we have here? We have Dr. Jekyll. His turn is like him finding the stuff that he represses. So his rage, his anger, the animal part of his nature. But then there's that line where it says he even hides his homosexuality in here. Mm-hmm. And then that comes out later.
Yeah, it does.
But okay, so let's just.
There's this one.
Do you want to spoil what happens there?
There's this one. Yeah, there's this one still where he's like transforming, and he's like biting his lip and rolling his eyes
right,
back.
yeah.
And it's like, oh, he goes through a list of emotions when he's transforming. Mm-hmm. And when I saw that, I'm like, this is like it's like a sexual face.
Yeah. Alan Moore wrote that on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he's like angry at the end right before he transforms, but through it he's like nervous, and then like he even makes like a
horny face.
Yeah, like a horny face,
yeah.
And then he like then becomes angry, but he like has these list of emotions, and I saw that. And it's not just one, it's like
it's a whole page of them.
A few panels where he transforms again and again, and then happens again. And I'm like, why are these weird faces? But then thinking back about that, I'm like, okay,
that checks out. Actually,
yeah. It's the different emotions, it's the different things that trigger
things
him.
Things that he wants to hide. Really, I think.
Yeah, it's like the thing
Makes
that you really are, but that you can't show, or something. I don't know. You know, 'cause there's that whenever the Invisible Man turns on them.
Yeah.
And then we get that panel of him looking at him, and you see it's in infrared.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think it kind of tells us earlier on that he could they hint to it that he can see him.
I
think you're right.
I thought he saw him once before in infrared.
But he didn't say anything to him, and nobody knew that he could see him in infrared.
Yeah,
something he kind of played close to chest until he used it.
Yeah, I absolutely love that scene, dude. When he finds out that Griffin beats the crap out of Mina, and then he goes on a rampage because of it, and then there's a part it looks like he breaks his leg or his back or something.
Breaks his leg
because it's invisible, right? And he's like, you see Hyde doing something like cracking him.
Him like doing this, and he's like, "Oh, I have your arm." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. That's your leg." And then
that's the line. Then he snaps it. Yeah, and then he starts like unbuckling his pants, and you're like, "Oh, he's gonna assault him." And so again, there's that homosexual thing comes up again, but it's also like I almost don't think that he was doing it for that. I think he was doing it because he knew it was going to disturb Griffin. He was trying to. It was
mostly that because Griffin had hinted to Mina that he could have had her if he wanted her.
He was kind of getting him back in a way.
I think it was.
Well, Griffin is habitual rapist.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I think he wanted to turn the tables on him and let him see how it felt before he died.
Yeah, and then he had this weird, like, interest in Mina because she was the only one that like saw him for what he was, or like she's the only one that didn't treat him like she was scared of him or something.
I think that's what it was. I
think so
she was afraid of him, but she didn't like show it like everybody else did. She wasn't repulsed by him like everybody else seemed to be.
Yeah.
And that was something he wasn't used to. There's also the part towards the end of it where he asks if he could kiss her and, hold her breast.
And she's like, okay.
I think that was him just trying to see, like, could that have worked? I think
if he could be, a traditional man or like, yeah.
And and then he said, "What a cruel world." I think
because he knows that did nothing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that part where he kills Griffin, or he doesn't know if he's dead because he's eating. He's eating, and there's like, that white tablecloth.
Yeah, it's a white tablecloth.
And they're like, "Are you okay?"
A couple drops. It shows in panels.
Oh,
like
I love that.
Drops of blood,
page.
And then there's more, and then more, and then it's just covered.
And he's
in
like,
blood.
"Oh, Griffin must have just died."
He's like, "Oh, this isn't mine." Yeah, he's like, "I'd imagine that's
So
Griffin
funny.
meeting his demise up there."
Yeah,
and that's when Nemo is like, "Wait, what did you do?" And fucking runs out. And he just sits there and keeps eating his steak like nothing happened.
Hides the fucking man, dude.
Yeah.
And then do the ending when he goes out in the place.
Whenever he
fucking tackles the
First they hit him with the particle beam, and they think he dies, and he's just just takes
and
him
then
down.
He eats him.
Yeah, he eats him.
He pulls the Martian out and eats him.
He's like, you're gonna know true fear before this is over.
Dude,
I might not have done anything else, but we taught you fear for a moment. Yeah.
I mean, after you saw, he just like got shot in the face, and he's like nothing, falls out the window, nothing. What did he give him? Laudanum.
Yeah, it's opium.
Okay, he gave him like a full bottle of it.
Yeah, so
I actually like how they
would have like
wrote
killed somebody, and
but not him.
Yeah, no. Like, no broken bones out of falling off of, like, the several stories, like, window. Like, the dude was, from the get-go, like, they showed he was
a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not normal by any means, shape, or form.
Yeah, I liked how they set that up, because you think if you start the book and you're like, okay, they're going to go get this Alan Quartermain, and then and you're like, okay, he's this, like, even Mina's like, I grew up reading about you. Like, she's kind of, like, enamored at this hero that she knows.
Until she actually, like, meets
him. And then we meet him, and you wonder... I remember wondering, are they doing this just for shock value? That he would be in a opium den somewhere. And, like, scraggly and messed up. And then it comes back.
Yeah.
It's a story beat. They set that up, and it's an interesting way to introduce a character, because you're like, oh, is this washed up guy going to be able to do this? And then it ends up saving... the day later when they run into Hyde.
Yeah.
Him going, I'm gonna go get some laudanum. It's crazy. Like, I actually really liked that when that happened. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Cool.
He went into a lot of detail. Like, everything that he wrote, like you said, he put it there for a reason. And there's so many little things that are so easy to miss if you're not actually, like, looking.
Mm-hmm.
Every sign on, like, if you just look into the comic, every sign of a building or something has little
something
Easter egg.
Yeah,
this is fucking...
It's Easter egg.
It's full of eggs. It's just full of eggs.
It's fantastic.
He's like, how many eggs to make an omelet? 120.
It's just like if you're not paying attention to the tiny stuff in the background, you'll miss stuff. Like Joseph, you were telling me that there's the portrait of Dorian Gray that you feel like's in there. I must have missed that. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I think there is.
And it's little stuff like that that's easy to like not notice.
Yeah.
It just kind of flies
Is
over.
Mr. Bond Alan Moore?
Mr. Bond is the great grandfather of James
No,
Bond. Is what I understand.
but is Mr. Bond Alan Moore?
Is he himself a stand-in for Alan Moore?
Yeah, because they were saying that Mr. Bond is a collector of monsters.
Yeah, it sounds like a cheeky. That's me.
Yeah,
thing.
and then Bond is like kind of cool. The whole fucking like
Yeah.
the whole.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I really, really like this. I remember the first time I read it, I was, well, you know what really drew me in at first was the artist is called Kevin O'Neill. He had a couple of books that he's like known for besides this, Nemesis the Warlock, and a comic called Martial Law. And it has that, his best thing I think is architecture and creatures.
He's good at architecture in this. I can tell
Like,
you that. Like
all the designs in here, the Nautilus, dude, everything
The
about
Nautilus
the
looked
everything
amazing.
about the Nautilus.
the Nautilus was, like I said, Nemo was my favorite.
Yeah,
It was
dude,
my
Nemo
favorite for
fucking
a
rocks
reason.
in this. Yeah.
Anything that was in the water was a fantastic scene when they're under
Yeah.
like the river and.
Oh, and when Quartermain wakes up from his like detox, and he opens up the curtain, and it's like there's like a fish.
Oh yeah,
There's a fish looking at him. He's like, "Where the fuck am I?"
It's like a
Yeah,
deep, it's like a
that
deep
was
sea
fantastic.
fish. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I would
I did
thi-
not
I would-
go to sleep here.
Yeah, I would think I'm still high on the heroin on the opium.
Yeah.
he's
that
like,
was some
he's
good
like, I
stuff.
definitely got to not do that.
Cheers to the opium.
Cheers to the laudanum.
To the life. Yeah. What was that drink that they drink on Mars that he says it smelled like turpentine?
I think it's Baiju.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, tastes like turpentine. Tastes like this Baiju.
Oh man, I love the opening of the second volume when you can't even see what they're saying.
yeah, you have no
It's-
idea what they're
it's
saying.
It's like 4 pages of absolute alien
But
talk.
I mean, like as you get context clues
Yeah,
to what he's
yeah.
drawn.
All right.
Now, when I was reading the part where he was talking to the, when they were talking in French, I was like,
Oh,
okay, this isn't far off enough that I don't know what they're saying. I'm
But
like,
the Martians was just
oh
like,
no,
what is
I don't
this?
know. Oh, and the Chinese, I have no idea. I was like, the French, I was like, oh, there's a few phrases. Okay, that makes
pick up on that.
sense.
That's close
I
enough to
could-
Spanish.
I could, yeah, I'm like, I could pick up a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But absolutely not. It was the fucking the Chinese and.
Martian.
The Martian. I think
Martian.
they also have some like Arabic at the beginning.
There was some Arabic in the beginning.
yeah, at the
too.
beginning too. He's not afraid to have you not know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, he's like,
And
you're not gonna know what
No,
they're saying.
it's cool.
Or you,
it's
maybe
cool.
you do.
It's cool because it gives like
And I
like a
kinda-
frightening sense of like foreign, exotic, like like if you were traveling. You
This
were
is
on
what
the
you would
are on the
experience,
whim of your wits, and if you're not somebody that knows this language, like the few people that they show, was it John Carter riding on a fucking like flying carpet?
Oh yeah.
He's riding on a flying carpet in the first scene,
He was.
and then like there's just the few people that can like converse with both like the aliens and like speak regular English,
Yeah.
and you only get to hear them if they're speaking English. He doesn't translate.
Right.
He's like, you don't know.
Oh, you don't speak French? Well, you don't.
He does an enormous amount of research, and he does things like that. He's very experimental, and
Yeah.
that's kind of one of the things that it can be frustrating about him, but it's also one of his like strengths.
No, I thought it was
Yeah.
cool.
Well, there's a book he did called Jerusalem, like a book,
oh, no.
like a novel.
Oh, no.
And there's a whole chapter in there that's written in Old English, and not like old like where you have to like translate Beowulf. It's like that.
Yeah.
And the whole chapter's written like that, and it's not translated. You have to do the work to translate it or look online and see someone who's already done it or whatever. And that's cool, but also that's frustrating. If I'm
a
reading,
little
just let me
frustrating,
read the fucking
It
story.
just slows down the reading.
Yeah, it's so yeah, and then but then it goes back to cool territory with Providence. All of these scenes that happen in like the city, the neighborhoods or whatever, are all studied and actual like neighborhoods. So he went and like looked at pictures from back then.
Oh, he's got a whole map.
And there's maps and
there's a map of the whole city.
Uh-huh.
How do they talk? Real Providence like.
So anytime there's like a part where they're at the park, it's accurate to what it would have looked like.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that is cool. That's like you can tell someone really did the work. But
Are
most
a lot
people
of effort and time into it?
Are people gonna realize that as they read it? Probably not. Watchmen has a lot of stuff like that. Watchmen is almost every page. There's something referencing a hidden thing. You know, the theme is in every single. Yeah. So yeah, if you're a Lovecraft fan, definitely check out Providence.
I do actually. I am a Lovecraft fan.
Hey, you're moving to that though. I'm trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do
Just
that.
the best
He
story.
writes it very how they would talk. Also,
Yeah, very.
Yeah, he does that with the English people too. Like it's very. He makes the accent come through in your head whether you want it to or not.
10 out of 10. By the way, this book.
Fantastic.
I love it.
I said, it's kind of a whirlwind. You don't know what's coming next, but it's fantastic the whole way through. I wasn't bored by any of it. The only thing that I found not all that interesting was which it was cool, and it's not even part of the story really. It's just the end of that. It has like that collection of like British stories and like different stories from around the world. It was cool to read. But it wasn't as cool as the actual comic.
I would have rather the comic had
Contingent
been
comic.
a little bit more of that.
He said he did several more volumes after this.
Apparently, there's like 9.
That's kind of cool now. I want to read more of them, honestly.
I think the first 2 are like the Black Dossier. There's like one of those old timey like where it's those little glasses and one lens is red, one lens is green.
Oh,
and then you can look
3D.
at you can look at the 3D parts in there. And I'm not gonna take them out to look at it, but it does feel like an old timey comic, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so let's talk about this crazy movie. So we talked about a little bit already that it was the movie that made Sean Connery quit.
Just made him quit.
Which is funny. If you wouldn't mind doing me a solid, the book on the far left.
The Dorian Gray one?
Yep. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Oscar Wilde's only novel. So we got that. We got all the other stuff still. Nemo. We don't have War of the Worlds.
I was about to say War of the Worlds doesn't
War of the
come
Worlds
in
is not
at
in there.
all.
John Carter's not in there. We'll
Which
say
is a shame.
goodnight to you, which is a fucking shame.
Yeah.
Maybe he was going to be in the sequel.
Maybe.
There's no Edgar Allan Poe stuff. There's no Island of Dr. Moreau stuff. There is Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes is still there.
Well, I think his villain, right?
Well, right, but I'm saying like
But the Sherlock
it's from
Holmes story.
Sherlock
The
Holmes.
fact that Sherlock. was,
and then we got Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer is in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen as an American Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it Huckleberry Finn? Why did they pick Tom Sawyer? I mean, they're it's fine, but I would have rather had it been Huckleberry Finn.
They fucking just trade out him for John Carter. They're like, it's a great replacement.
Yeah.
A great Southern replacement.
You know what I heard? Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's equally as Southern and apparently not so controversial.
Yeah,
Isn't
right.
he a Confederate?
Most people don't know that John Carter was a Confederate soldier. Most people.
I don't know if they wrote that into the
I remember
Disney
texting Kenny.
movie
I was
that
like,
they did.
"He's a Confederate soldier."
Why isn't?
So we got Tom Sawyer. We're sort of. This is kind of a cheat. It's kind of a cheat, but we got to count it because it's a reference. The Phantom from the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
It's a cheat because he's not really him.
The face mask.
The face mask. Well, it's the Phantom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we find out it's not him, which is whatever.
Is his name Mr. M when he's?
Yeah, they call him M. But his other nickname is the Phantom, and he's clearly a reference to the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And then who else? Am I missing somebody? Oh, Ishmael.
Mm-hmm.
So Brandon and I were talking about this earlier. Ishmael is the main character from Moby Dick. The guy that's second.
The one that,
the guy that's second to Ahab. Yeah. So and they use his exact line, because I don't know if it's the first line in Moby Dick, but it's the beginning. He goes, "Call me Ishmael," and Nemo's right hand man in the movie is Ishmael. And I was like, oh, Moby Dick, cool. So Moby Dick, Tom Sawyer, Dorian Gray, the Phantom. Who else might I be missing here? Who else was in the movie that wasn't in the book? We might have got all of them, right?
That's it.
We might have got all of them. And then the Invisible Man's not really the Invisible Man. It's a thief who stole his formula.
It's a thief who stole the Invisible Man's formula, yeah, and I think he killed the guy who made it, so he couldn't get it fixed.
Right, because he wants to reverse it. Right. I thought the Invisible Man was pretty funny in here.
He'd already killed the guy, so...
Yeah, they try to, like, push him away from, like, oh, I'm not that rapist. The invisible rapist.
I thought that's what it was, but that's not what it was. It was rights. It was rights to the Invisible Man character. So they changed it.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't because is
the Invisible Man
the SA stuff.
Does the Invisible Man do any sexual assault in the original?
They find it like a novelty. They're just like, oh, that's kind of curious. You know, in that old timey way. He like goes to like a motel and everyone's just like, what? And he has like this. They always mention like, your nose looks weird, because he's wearing like a rubber nose, and then his face is just wrapped up in bandage, and it's like a fake nose. So he's got these weird glasses, like goggles or something, and then this like plastic nose, and then he's just wrapped up in like bandages.
Yeah,
and everyone's just like, who's that?
That's
weird,
how it is in the
comic. That weird guy.
That's
that,
how
like,
it is in the
upstairs.
comic too when he takes it off.
And there's
just a nose in there.
I remember there's a part where the lady that like runs the inn is like, she starts like telling him something. She's like, I told you when you leave and when you leave and come back, you have to use the front door so you can check in like everybody else. And he's like, well, I do use the front door because they don't see him because he's just walking in after someone because he's invisible.
I do actually come in the front door. Thank
so there's
you
like
very much.
it's just like little things like that. He goes and like steals from a church. I think he steals money from a church, the collection box.
Oh.
I might be mistaken. I might have read it kind of wrong. I was reading this a little by little, like as I was getting out of work and I was kind of tired. Not anywhere as interesting as the comic book version.
Yeah,
he's a piece of shit in the comic, but he's
he
interesting.
Really is.
That stuff is interesting.
Is this the same one that what's his name did the movie? Dr.
That's
Moreau?
That's what it's based off of. Yeah, he's talking about Val Kilmer.
Wait, is it Val Kilmer? It's
Val Kilmer and Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando, yeah.
A terrible
movie.
Terrible movie.
Awful.
It's like known for being
bad.
It's like known for being one of the worst productions in history.
I think it's one of
like it was one of the hardest movies.
I think it's one of Brando's last films.
It might have been his actual last film.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think they did a documentary on the filming of The Island of Dr. Moreau. Anyway,
that's pretty bad.
That's neither here nor there.
They make a whole documentary on what a shit show it was.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
It's bad.
Guess I'll have to watch it.
I guess we have to watch it. Maybe that'll be Kenny's return. We talk about the Island of Dr. Moreau.
The worst thing to ever come back.
we just have a few drinks and just laugh at this stupid movie.
He's like, why did I come back here for this fucking movie?
So I actually thought, okay, again, not being an Alan Moore purist on this, just going, I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of this movie. It's pretty fun.
It's a fun movie.
It's pretty fun. It's interesting characters, a lot more action than I expected.
Yeah. I mean, I think they wanted it to kind of feel like The Expendables was like a nice, like a dick swinging action movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely went for that.
Yeah,
it was in the time of like I don't know, like early hero movies and like literally like I don't know, Charlie's Angels or some bullshit going on at the same time. Like,
that sounds about right.
It's in the really early 2000s. Right. They're like.
Yeah, when did this come out? 2003 or something?
Yeah, every movie for no reason they're blowing up Venice.
Oh, let me say something on that. The whole point of them going to Venice was to stop them from setting up the bomb and exploding it.
Yeah, and then they blew
it up.
Yeah. didn't make any sense.
Did I watch that wrong? Did I misinterpret it?
You got it. I think part of it was, didn't they need like blueprints or something that they were trying to get in Venice? I think was part of the thing that they were doing.
Something like
But they decided he goes shoot the flare, and then Nemo shoots a fucking missile
Yeah.
at Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
Driving that badass car. Those cars were fucking sick, dude.
The automobile was
Yeah.
fantastic.
He's like, what? They're all like, what's that?
Oh my
Oh
god,
my dude, that's so sick.
automobile.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has a car before anybody.
It's beautiful too. I loved it. I'd love to have that kind of car now.
You know, I really wish they had gone to the comic book design on the Nautilus a little bit more.
Yeah.
It still was cool, but like
It was
I would have
cool
liked
Nautilus,
to see
but the comic
Yeah.
book Nautilus looks
It's-
fantastic.
Hey,
10 out of 10, dude.
But the Nautilus in the movie and the Nautilus, this fucking car, matched so well.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were like white pearl, fucking silver, just like
Dude, that car was cool as fuck, dude.
so long.
Yeah. Yeah, that car was
I loved
real
it.
cool.
It was
yeah,
fantastic.
so sick.
all horsepower.
You know
Came
what I
out 2003, by the way, is when the movie came out.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I hated the way Hyde looked.
Oh yeah, he looked
Hairy.
pretty-
No, like
Prosthetic?
lopsided, and
Oh.
and prosthetic. He was like had regular
He
legs,
looked misshapen.
and then just big like this. He didn't look like the Hyde in the comic looks formidable.
Yeah.
He looks like a scary monster.
This
you
one
know?
looks like it looks like someone inflated his back. Like this is like, beep.
Yeah, he almost has like a hunchback look, and then he has like orangutan looking, like he
Mm-hmm.
looks like a gorilla. It's dumb.
Yeah, I would have much rather have seen that version.
Oh yeah,
yeah, much cooler.
In this fucking badass.
dude, he looks so fucking cool right there with the walking stick.
Mm-hmm.
Does he hit Quartermain on the fucking head the first time he sees him with that walking stick?
I think so. Yeah.
Dude, Nemo just looking like a fucking straight beast. I don't even think the camera can see it because the baiju's in the way.
No.
Yeah, I know. Hyde is the fucking man, dude. But yeah, we didn't talk about we talked about how fucking the creatures, dude.
Oh my god, the creatures were so creepy,
the
dude.
Dr. Moreau creatures, the fucking frog in the car. how do we forget to mention that? Oh my god, he gets mad at the one animal for drinking out of the pond. Oh, so weird. You said it right. You do not know what's gonna happen.
No,
here.
you have no idea what's coming next whenever you read this. Brandon's got it right there. No idea. Like you turn the page. Like whenever her and Quartermain had sex, didn't see that coming really.
Really, if you read it again, I think there's
Maybe.
hints. There's hints that
I think it was more of a sense that I didn't expect it to go from
You know how
him being shy to within a page or two he's pushed her up against a tree and is like licking her neck wounds.
Well,
It
you-
went real fast.
Well, you got to
Did you
think.
see that
She's
puckered
she's
old
been
man
with a
ass?
man much older than Quartermain.
that's true.
Much older. She's used to the old dogs.
She's used to Gary Oldman.
She's the old men. Yeah. Fucking Dracula's like
Just
600
going
years
from
old.
him being like, oh no, we can't share the same bed in one night to just getting
Full
it
on.
with it.
That's very Victorian.
Yeah, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
very Victorian.
It is. Yeah, because they're repressed. They like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, the realistically, that's like how they were. So they fucked like anybody else in history. They just, you know, there was a decorum.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, once that was opened up, you know, they hook up for the first time, and then there's that part where they're doing it at the island, and there's like the animals are just watching them.
Yeah, the animals just watching them do it.
It's nature.
So anyway, I actually was kind of
Who comes out from this?
Holmes.
Yeah.
Oh, is this?
Yeah, that's Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like one of his cases is the Hound of Baskerville. Yeah, so I was really down with Wilhelmina actually having Dracula powers in here. I feel like I can see people thinking that's kind of stupid, but in the movie, I'm like, if she is gonna be, and she's gonna be in the League, you know,
Yeah.
it kind of.
Do you feel she's?
To be fair, it kind of doesn't
she's
make
more
sense.
liability.
It doesn't
In
really
the
make
comic,
sense.
In the comic, without power, she's more a liability.
Well, no, because she's like, kind of, but I mean, Quartermain is also. he mostly runs around the comic with that gun and it's wrapped up the whole time.
The elephant gun.
Yeah, he like never takes it out.
He does when he's facing the
One time.
You're gonna have to bleep.
What?
Yeah, I do have to bleep. It's fine. It's fine.
If I get a bleep, you get a bleep.
We all get no. I can't. I'm gonna bleep us all every time it comes out. Yeah, I was kind of down with it. It was. I mean, some of it was a little bit like her flying on the bats was kind of weird.
Yeah, I was cool with her being a vampire, and I was honestly looking for that in the comic books, but I wasn't let down that she wasn't a vampire in the
It kind of doesn't matter, right?
No, it didn't really matter. But it was cool in the movie aspect. Like you said, the movie's a fun time. It's a fun action movie, and that's all it is a fun action.
Yeah, we don't have to think too much about it.
No.
We don't have to think too much about it. I did appreciate Dorian Gray in here.
That was cool. I like Dorian
I thought he was
Gray
gonna
as a
piss me
character.
off.
He was a fun character.
But I was like, no, he's kind of funny, and he's
Yeah.
kind of a dickhead, and
He's
like
kind of an ass, and I liked it. It was fun.
yeah.
Like I liked all the characters in the movie. They except like you said, except for Hyde. Hyde was kind of the weird one.
Yeah, they kind of replaced Griffin's character with Dorian Gray, like the betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Betrayal and the kind of like
Probably
assault. They don't go as far as like
probably to
sexual,
avoid,
but he does just like stick her with like a knife.
I still would have liked to have seen Hyde like break Griffin's leg in the movie. That would have been a cool,
Yeah,
that
I honestly would have.
Like, they didn't
seen...
have to go to the "Dear God, Hyde, what are you doing?" as he's dropping his pants. That didn't have to happen in the movie.
They could have left that out.
They could have left
Yeah,
that out.
but this Griffin wasn't. Is his name still Griffin in the
No.
movie?
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's somebody else.
Yeah, I don't remember
So
what his name is. But
he's not.
He's
yeah.
a different guy.
So he's not that rare. He's
Yeah.
not. Yeah. So they, I guess, there's like.
Hyde would not have done that to him.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
Do you
was...
think this Hyde was also still gay, or is he more interested in?
I don't think
Mina?
so.
I didn't get that vibe.
I did like that they kept the flying vehicle from the comic. Like in a sense, like it was not the same villain that was doing the flying vehicles, but he had like the flying vehicle in the movie before anybody else really had it, and that was. And then it was like an arms race more than anything. Is what it felt like.
There's
It was
more
of an
political
arms
stuff going
race
on here.
Mm-hmm.
There's more, domestic terrorism.
It felt more like
You think
like a
9/11 had
Bond
something to do with
movie than it's like 2 years after 9/11.
Yeah.
So patriotism and all that good jazz. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know.
Dorian's thing was to steal something of each one of their things, and then that kind of comes back. You have Hyde fighting that like monster that was way bigger than him.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of cool.
That guy was more lopsided than anything ever.
Yeah. And then there was another Invisible Man.
Oh yeah, whenever yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like there should have been another
Vampire.
the if you were gonna do that, you have
Another
Moriarty
another Aboriginal.
gave himself the blood, and then he can live forever.
Another
Yeah.
old Aboriginal.
That's how you end it, and then you go, okay, how are we gonna get him now?
How are we gonna
Yeah,
It's-
who didn't just immediately take her blood and want to just become? There wasn't enough vampires. I didn't see any like.
Well, right, that would have been the
That would have been the first one
if
to
I wrote
take.
this, if I had a chance
Probably
to like
also would have been one of the more difficult ones to take too, though.
the vampire blood.
Oh, what in the middle of the snow where the sun has
Yeah,
its
how did
set?
he know that when she grabbed it that it was gonna cut her? But I mean, the concept of it is cool. Is to get something special from each one of the guys. That was cool. Getting the formula.
So she just wears like a big old veil and she's good in the sun.
Well, in the Dracula, you don't die in the
They
sun.
don't die in the sun. Okay.
They just
still
can't
have
use their powers in the
regenerative
sun.
powers
Yeah.
when they're in the sun, so they could be killed in the sun.
Who wrote Around the World in 80 Days? Was that H.G. Wells too? Because in the first volume, there's a big scene with a hot air balloon,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that was a reference to Around the World in 80 Days. Was it Jules Verne?
Yeah, it's Jules Verne.
There you go. I think the balloon was a reference to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it's never ending, man. Oh, there's a fucking a Dickens reference in there too.
Oh yeah, you said there's
I don't.
what kid?
one of the, I don't remember what his name
Kid
is.
from Oliver Twist, I think.
I think
you
it's
said, right?
I think it's either Great Expectations or it's Oliver Twist. It's one of, I mean, he has how many fucking orphan stories?
He
who is
likes
it,
talking
Pip?
about orphans.
What is
Huh?
What's his name? Pip or something?
Pip? No, there's a character that like rounds up the kids while they're evacuating the Martian attack, and
Can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name, but it's a reference to one of the Dickens stories. But yeah, well, let's talk about the ending of the movie real fast.
Where he,
Should we?
I mean, at this point, spoilers.
That's why I brought this out.
You didn't bring the other one that goes down.
We're not gonna put that one on.
No, you don't want that one in here.
I don't want that one in here. So the ending is him with that. It's a kind of a badass rifle, to be honest with you.
It is a badass rifle.
And they put it on the gravesite. I think Tom Sawyer like pats it and gives his respects, but then it ends with a witch doctor doing a spell.
Well, it's supposed to be the same witch doctor that he had talked about earlier in the movie that said that he had put a spell on him and that Africa wouldn't let him die. And he references that in the beginning of the movie.
And then they bury him back in
and then
Africa.
they bury him back in Africa, and I think that's supposed to be the witch doctor's coming back because Africa won't let him die. I think that's what that was supposed to be.
And instead of making a sequel to this, Sean Connery quit acting entirely.
Yeah.
What would the sequel even be? Who would they get together?
I don't know.
Like, because what would be another team up? What would be a cool team up?
Of people, like a collection of people.
John Carter.
Yeah, if you could somehow get John Carter in there, that'd be a fun one. But he would be just a normal person here on Earth. That's kind of the whole thing with him over in
Yeah, they go to
on
space.
Mars. Oh, it's based in space now.
Well, there would be a subplot in space.
You could see that, yeah.
So we send James Bond to space, and we send John Carter.
James Bond.
Well, James Bond does go to space. It's Moonraker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous, but yeah.
Didn't they send the fucking Fast and Furious guys into space too?
Oh my God.
They sent fucking Jason from fucking.
They drove on
Friday
a
the 13th,
satellite. They
Jason
drove on a
went
satellite.
to space, dude.
They drove on a satellite. How do you get traction on a?
I stopped watching after Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift was fun.
Dude, same. I didn't watch any of them after
Yeah,
that.
after that, I
And there's like what, like 8 or 9 of them
there's
now?
so many of them now. Like, Tokyo Drift was fantastic. I loved Tokyo Drift. I liked them up until that point. It had a cool story, and then after that, I'm just, no. It got more and more and more ridiculous. Like a car pulling a safe that weighs like 100 times what said car weighs. No, you can't. That's not something you could do.
Yeah.
But what else did they do? There was so many ridiculous things. Like
They
whenever
drove vertically down a dam.
yeah, and that's not a thing you can do either.
Okay, so Frankenstein.
What about him?
I'm just thinking of a team.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, they did something kind of cool with
Werewolf.
Did you ever read?
Frankenstein.
Did you ever
There's
read
no werewolves.
Fables?
There's no werewolves.
Fables? Do you know Fables?
Who's Fable?
It's they did a comic book run of fairy tale creatures,
Okay.
and there's a million of those. I think Geppetto ends up being like the bad guy, and
Of course he is.
Uh,
We've already talked
Ghetto
about
Geppetto. No, but there's Snow White's in there, and she's like the mayor of the town or whatever. And it's like there's like a town where all the magical beings have to live from fairy tale, and then the human ones can live with us in the real world.
Uh-huh.
And then there's like some that can go back and forth because some are like human beings that can turn into creatures. So our main character is they call him Big B Wolf. He's the big bad wolf, and because he can be human, but he can also turn into a wolf.
Yeah.
So he can go hang out in the human world, but then he has to sometimes go to the other one. And then there's the ones that are like the donkey, like the talking donkey that has to live with the other animals because he's magical and can't live in the real. I don't know. There's like murder plots, and there's a lot of. It's cool. It's like it's kind of dark. It's very adult. It's not like for kids.
Okay.
I'm not saying this like it's a fun. Like, Fables is fucking cool.
Okay.
And it's like written with those old Sleeping Beauty and all those, and there's like always something going Red
Who did
Riding
this?
Hood. I don't remember the author's name, but it's famous.
Famous.
Bill Willingham and Mark Buckingham. They're the ones that did the
Fables fucking rocks, dude. If you're looking for a cool, another cool comic to check out, Fables is cool.
The movie's good fun. It's very much like a cult classic now. People.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah,
I watch
people
it
enjoy
like at least
It had
once
terrible
a year. It's a
reviews
good
when it
time.
first came out. Some of the CGI and a lot of those things just don't hold up.
No,
But still good.
I bought it on DVD for a reason.
The book, though, the comic book series, at least the first 2 volumes, fantastic.
There's so much depth to them. Yeah. The book, the movie, like we said, it's more like an action.
You gotta
feel-good
read
movie.
more.
They have a lot more redeemable traits. The characters
They
in the
make
movie
them more
versus
acceptable.
yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure Sean Connery would not have agreed to have been a massive opium addict in the movie. It's something he wouldn't have
Probably not.
been cool with.
That he might have drawn a line there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be.
But does this make you interested in reading more Alan Moore stuff?
Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. I think I actually will probably try to pick up more of at least those. And
You never read V for Vendetta?
I've never read V for Vendetta. I assumed it was a book, not a movie. I thought it was like an actual like novel that was written.
Yeah, it's a comic, man.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
because
that seems
I'd
pretty
imagine
cool.
it's better than I did. The movie's fantastic. I like V for Vendetta.
I think, and you never read Watchmen either?
No.
Watchmen is amazing. And if you want to like really dig in and take your time, that's like something you could like finish and then you go, okay, I got to reread that. And then you're going to pick up all the little nuances. The artwork is amazing. The commentary is really cool.
I'll probably get both of them and just read both of them because V for Vendetta is one of my favorite movies. I just never actually looked into like the book side of it, so that sounds actually. I'll check that one out for sure.
Yeah, Swamp Thing,
And Swamp Thing.
fucking awesome, dude.
Okay. I'll have to try.
I
that
love
too.
Swamp Thing.
God, I'm trying to remember the name of the voice for V for Vendetta. It's the dude from Lord of the Rings.
It's Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving, yes. It's fucking Mr.
Oh, dude, that monologue.
Mr. Anderson.
Where he says all the V words. A very verisimilitude, vindictive, blah, blah. He's like, oh my god, how many V words can you say?
Dude has such great just pronunciation.
What year did that come out?
What V for Vendetta?
Early 2000s.
2001?
It was early 2000s.
To Kenny, the next chapter in Kenny's life.
Thank you. Should be a good.
Thanks for
time.
joining us tonight. I appreciate you helping with Die Hard. I appreciate you helping with this. And we can't wait to...
I'll definitely want to do another one when I come back. It's a fun time.
It's good
And
times.
I mean,
We'll
if
miss you,
I'm
Kenny.
Planning the trip out, I'll definitely have time to read material before I go.
Absolutely.
We gotta pick something cool though.
Maybe we do another Alan Moore.
Maybe.
And we don't have to watch anything either. If you were just to go, and we're going to read Watchmen, we can just fucking sit here and talk about Watchmen.
Or if you just want to not read or watch anything and we just sit here and talk.
We could also do that. If we were to just put the camera on and have some drinks and just talk shit, we could do that. There's no rules to this.
It'd be mostly bleeping, but I don't want to cut.
There'd be a lot of...
I don't want to
cut
cut.
at
I
all.
just want it bleeps, and I want you to guess what I'm saying. And you could only.
Oh, and I have to like put something in front of your mouth. So
yeah, yeah. It would be
Censored.
Yeah.
Censored.
the censor bar. No, I'd have to put a sticker that's close to whatever you're saying. Like for when if you keep saying, I'll put like a fortune cookie in front of your mouth.
Oh my god.
That's fantastic.
If there's a sticker
Say
for it,
bean, it's a taco.
if there's a sticker for it, that's what I'll do. All right, let's get out of here, boys.
Yep.
Thanks again. Like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.